Hello you guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you have been here before. If you have not, feel free to go ahead and click the subscribe button below. I do try to post weekly. I'm not always the best at it, but I'm doing my best. So for this video, if you could not tell by the title, I had an interesting experience at the bar. So let me just preface this by saying your girl does not go out often. I don't go to bars often. I don't really drink often. But this was kind of an exception. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I graduated in May and have moved back home since. But a lot of my friends are still up in our school city. And so basically our friend group decided we wanted to get together and kind of have one last little hurrah before I really start working and getting into things. And we decided that on Friday night we're going to go out to the bars. And so this group involves my best friend, the one that was my roommate in my story time about almost getting arrested in my dorm, so there you go. So my best friend, her boyfriend, my other good friend who is actually from my hometown, and he ended up going to school at the same place we did, so he was there, my ex-boyfriend from Brazil, and then my other guy friend and a friend of his that was visiting from Chicago. So all of us decide on Friday night we're gonna go out together, we're gonna go to the bars, and we're gonna have a good time. And this is actually the first time that I was seeing my ex-boyfriend since I broke up with him while he was back home in Brazil. So it was already gonna be a little bit of a weird night, but nevertheless I decided I wanted to go, I wanted to have fun, I wanted to see my friends, and I never really got to do much of that in nursing school. I was always studying, I never really got to go out much. So we decided we're all gonna go out, and we meet up at my best friend's house. So basically we're at her house, we're getting ready, her and I are getting dressed, doing our hair and makeup, stuff like that. And then we all go over to the friend's house. We'll just call him Jeff. We all go to Jeff's house, and we meet his friend from Chicago, and we're all just kind of hanging out, drinking a little bit more, kind of pre-gaming. And then Jeff actually lives downtown, so he lives very close to the bars that we were going to be going to. So we leave Jeff's and we all go to the bars, and we go to one bar first. So the way that the two bars that we were going to worked is if you went to one of them and you paid the cover charge there, they gave you a stamp on your hand, and basically that stamp meant that you could go to that bar and you didn't have to pay the cover at another bar that we wanted to go to down there. And there's actually a shuttle that takes you like between the two bars that comes every like 10 or 15 minutes. So that's what we decided to do. So we go to the one bar first, we're all just kind of there, and it's just not lit in there. Like there really weren't many people. We were kind of like, you know. So we had a drink, and then we decided we were going to go to the other bar, which is the one that we wanted to go to more, but it was further away from Jeff's. So we decided that we would go to this other bar first and then take the shuttle and go over to this other bar. So we go to this other bar, and I'm drinking my vodka cranberries, I'm having a good time. I'd had a couple beers, I had like a Seagram's, and now I'm on to my vodka cranberries with my girl. And so I'm dancing with my friends. Throughout the night was like running into people that I had known from school, and so I was talking to them and hanging out with them. And I was hanging out with my best friend at one point, and our friend that I said was from our hometown that actually ended up going to the same school, we'll call him Tom. So I'm hanging out with my best friend and Tom, and we decided that we wanted to go up on the stage where the DJ was and dance up on the stage. And there were already a couple people like up there, and so we're pushing our way like towards the front, and we get up there and we go up onto the stage. And so at this point your girl is drunk. She's pretty litty titty, I'm not gonna lie. It's fine, I'm of age. But so we go up to the dance floor, and we get up on the stage, and we are dancing together. And then while we're up there, I lose Tom, and I kind of lose my best friend a little bit, but I'm like, it's whatever, I'm having fun. So I'm dancing. It's my best impression, okay? That's how drunk girls dance. Yeah. I'm dancing up there, and this guy comes up behind me, and I didn't even really notice him. And all of a sudden he starts kind of like putting his hands like on my waist, while I'm dancing, and I'm just like, okay, like, you know, whatever, I don't really care, like, I'm out having fun, I'm single, it's what it is. So I'm up there and I'm dancing, and this kid's dancing with me, and then we end up making out a little bit, okay? Not my proudest moment, not my finest moment, it is what it is. But after like maybe 2 minutes of kissing this kid, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go find my friends, I'm gonna close out my tab, and I'm gonna peace. So I walk off the stage, and this kid is following me, okay? He follows me off the stage, follows me to find my friends, and follows me up to the bar to close out my tab. And I'm just like, what is this kid doing? Like, I don't know you, like, we're not friends, what the fuck? So I'm up at the bar, and I'm trying to close my tab out, and he's like, give me your number. And instead of just pulling up like his contacts, okay, so that to put my contact in his phone, he pulls up the dialing pad like he's gonna call me. So I'm sitting there like, if I don't give him my real number, he's about to call me, and he's watching for my phone to vibrate, okay? He's watching for it to light up saying that he called me. So I was like, shit, and I'm such an awkward human being. I feel really bad saying no. I feel really bad. So I fucking typed my number into the phone. And then he calls me, so it pops up on my phone. And he was like, I'm gonna talk to you later. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, okay. Like, guys go to bars, they get girls' numbers. You never hear from them again. You never have to worry about this stuff, right? So would it be a story though if it ended there? No, it does not end there. So I go back to my friend's house. Tom comes back, so it's me, my best friend Tom, and her boyfriend, and we're all just kind of hanging out a little bit. We make some mac and cheese, and we're just like chilling. And we've been home at this point for like 30 minutes. We're gone from the bar. It's like 2:30 in the morning probably. And this kid calls me. He called me, and I was like, what the crap? But because I was drunk and I didn't actually put his name or anything in my phone, I'm thinking maybe it's one of my other friends I saw out or something, that I just don't have their number saved. So I, like an idiot, I answer and I'm like, hello? And he's just like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. I had such a great time meeting you tonight. Like, you know, I hope that you're gonna be around. And I was like, well, fun fact, so your girl goes to therapy. Yeah. So I went Friday night, and I had a therapy appointment at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Okay, so from where my school was to where my like home now is, it's about like a 2.5 hour drive. So I had to get up early Saturday and leave to come back. So basically this kid texts me, and he's like, hey, and I'll insert the pictures. I'll try to like summarize it. He basically texts me asking if I'm still in the city that I had been in. Yeah, okay, anyway. So basically he texts me asking if I'm still in the city that I went to school in, which is where I was up at the bars and I met him. And I waited like frickin' hours to respond to this kid, because I was like doing shit. I was like catching up on some sleep. So I end up texting him, and I'm basically like, no, I'm back in the city that I live in, you know, so I'm not there. Thinking that's gonna be the end of it, right? You know, normal guys would be like, oh man, that sucks, but let me know if you're ever up here or something. Not the guys that I meet. Definitely not the guys that I meet. This kid offers to drive all the way from the city that I was in to my city to see me, okay? I had met this kid for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I kid you not. Like, barely talked to him, was trying to get away from him, like literally 5 minutes total did I talk to this kid. So, I was like, what the fuck? So I end up texting him, and I was like, well, you know, I'm trying to curve him. So I pull the line of, I live with my parents, and I don't know how cool they'd really be with that. And he proceeds to tell me, which I'll put in the screenshot of the text conversation here because it's funny. He basically tells me that he would drive down for the day to come see me because he wants to see me that badly, and that after seeing me, he will go back up to the city. Like, he will drive here and drive back in the same day if it means he can see me. And for the record, this kid ended up calling me a total of 5 times. And I just did not answer. Like, I didn't text him back after his offer to do that. I was just like, this is so weird. Like, you are so weird. Like, who does that? You don't know me like that. What? So, yeah, basically that is the story. I will give you guys an update in the future if I hear more from this kid because he's persistent, let me tell you. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say here. I attract the weirdest people. I have no idea how I have this effect on people. Fun fact about me, my ex from Brazil, we actually basically had like what for me was gonna be a one-night hookup, and it turned into a 2-year relationship, and it was not because I tried. But that's its whole own other story. I will make a story time on that if you guys want to see that. I swear to God, it's pretty funny. But I feel like I just have some kind of weird ass effect on people. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just attract weird shit in my life. So that is my story. I know it's pretty short, but hopefully you guys like it. Let me know if you've had any weird experiences. It'll be a freaking while before this girl goes back to the bar because I just can't. That was enough for me. But yeah, so if you guys liked this story, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, feel free to do that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!